Hey, welcome back to Florida Stacker on YouTube. Today we're going to look at fractional gold maple leafs and other Royal Canadian Mint products that include some gold bars and different price levels that you can expect when stacking gold. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about the Royal Canadian Mint gold products, stay tuned. Let's talk about fractional gold. All right, everyone, as you know, the gold price has been going up quite a bit, actually. It's had a couple of good years. We're today sitting over $3,300 US for an ounce of gold, which just makes gold even more unaffordable than it already was for the average American. And I'm sure it's the same in many other countries around the world, right? Gold isn't cheap. So let's look at some precious metals, the different sizes that you can buy, using the Royal Canadian Mint today as the example. And I like the RCM Mint because they give you a lot of different varieties and weights, and you could choose between coins and bars. There's all kinds of different nice products that the RCM puts out. So let's start out assuming you're a new gold stacker and you want to just buy the smallest reputable product that you can buy, and you are looking at the Royal Canadian Mint. Well, believe it or not, they do make a 1 gram gold maple leaf. Let's go ahead and try to get a good zoom in on it. And there she is. It's called a maple gram, and it's 4/9 fine, pure gold, 1 gram. Now, in today's dollars, you're going to be looking at, realistically, $120 or so to buy one of these, typically from the online shops. Probably get it cheaper if you're buying from a coin shop, but not a whole lot cheaper, because buying precious metals is a lot like shopping at Costco. The larger the weight, or the heavier in this case, the weight, or the larger the quantity, typically the lower the premium over spot you pay, which means you're paying less for the gold or silver that you're buying. You're paying the spot price, right? And you're not paying a dealer premium, or at least much of one, when you buy larger quantities or larger sizes. So expect to pay a higher premium when you're stacking a 1 gram gold coin. It is what it is, right? It's going to run you about $110 to $125 today. Now, if you have a little bit bigger budget than that, not exactly a common size. I'm going to show you a size here in a second that's a bit more common than both of these that I just showed you. The 1 gram, again, is I've got all these products for sale, by the way, so I know my premium, and I usually sell the 1 gram maple grams, like I just showed you, for about 16% over their melt value, and that's actually pretty competitive. Believe it or not, most places are going to sell them closer to 20, and that's just because I'm not a big dealer. So I can't buy them in massive quantities to get a better volume price. I pay pretty much the same price you guys are paying to buy them. So, I do have to buy them in bulk, and I'll show you those in just a moment. But first, let's look at this 1/20th. So this is a 1/20th of an ounce gold maple leaf. And most of the maple leafs that you buy from online dealers, and in some cases from the coin shop, assuming that the previous owner, because usually when you're buying products at a coin shop, they're going to be secondhand products, right? That means somebody purchased it originally, came in, sold it to the coin shop, and that's what they're offering for sale. A lot of times people take things out of the plastic. Let's admit it. Many of us that stack are also collectors, so we like to get our grubby little hands, right, all over it. So we touch things. It is what it is. It's just a part of our nature. Now, these 1/20th ounce gold maples are going to run you like $200, $225 today, somewhere in that range. Again, pretty high premium. 20 of these to make 1 troy ounce of gold. Okay, do the math. So you're still going to pay a pretty high premium. Again, this is for someone who's got a pretty small budget for gold in the $200 to $250 range. And if you think that's expensive, guys, remember, these are precious metals, and they're not cheap. So even in these really underwhelming sizes here, I'm telling you, take a look at my hand. So that 1/20th is about the size of a fingernail, and it's pretty thin. You're not going to get a whole ton of gold with either of these two options here. So going back to the 1 gram, you can buy them. Now, this one's been broken up, but you can buy them in packs of 25, like this, and you can break them off. Again, all of these items you see here are for sale. Interested in buying any of these precious metals today or anything else, check out the video description section. and you can get on my email list where I'll send you a link to a private video that'll show the prices of some of my products that I have for sale. So I'd like to buy things like this where I can get, multiples and then sell them individually, right? So I can make a small profit and pass on some savings to my shoppers at the same time. Now, if you've got a little bit more of a budget than say 200, 225, believe it or not, guys, a few years back, actually about 5 years ago, you could buy this coin for about 150 bucks. And today, you're going to pay about 350 bucks, 330, 350. Spot being, again, 3,300. These come with about a $15 to $20 premium in a coin shop, about a $30 to $40 premium online dealers. These are 1/10 of an ounce of pure gold. Again, a 1/10 ounce, much like the 1/20th, and the 1 gram gold coin can be pretty underwhelming. It's gold. It's expensive. So if you're looking to stack gold, less than 1 troy ounce, trust me, it's for the first time when you purchase these, you're going to be a little underwhelmed. Gold does pack quite a bit of value in a very small size, which is what makes it so uniquely awesome that it's tangible and so valuable, right? You could store a lot of your wealth in gold and you can transport it pretty easily. I mean, look at this. This is $350 and it's very small. There's my fingernail again, right? I mean, you can do the math, okay? These things are not as big as a quarter, that's for sure. So the 1/10 ounce is a very popular size. It used to be the entry-level gold size, right? It probably still is the entry-level gold size. But the premiums on them a few years ago were pretty high and people were complaining about it. They're way worse today. So expect, again, to pay quite a bit over the melt value, right? That's the current spot price. Take that and then divide it by the weight of the gold. That's the melt value. You're going to pay a higher premium for the smaller stuff. All right, now we're getting a little bit bigger, but we're also getting a little bit pricier. So this is going to be for someone that has round about $800 to $900 to spend, or at least one way to put it is to convert, to save in gold, right? Because you're converting your dollars over to gold. And this is a 1/4 ounce. This is a little bit older design of Queen Elizabeth from the early 80s here. Queen Elizabeth. This is a 1/4 ounce gold maple leaf, and I always flip them like gold eagles. It's a habit, but here you go. So you'll hear most people in the community, most people have been stacking for a while, say that a 1/4 ounce is really where you should try to start. You're going to pay obviously a lower premium over spot for the amount of gold that you're buying. Of course, it's a bigger purchase, 850 bucks or so, but it's kind of the first weight, honestly, where you can drop it in your hand and you feel it, right? The others being a little too small, they're just a little too much like a wafer. This has got a little weight to it. You can feel it. And there's just something about a 1/4 ounce gold coin. It's just more or less the right size when it comes to a small gold coin. Some of you may have a different opinion, and it's very reflective. These maples are extremely reflective, so let me try to get a better shot. It is daytime, and I am filming this on a phone, but yeah, these older maples, maybe not as popular as the modern maples that have a little bit of an updated look, right? But again, 4/9's fine gold, still getting the same amount of gold. So let's go ahead and zoom back out. All right, so we've looked at the 1 gram, the 1/20th of an ounce, the 1/10 of an ounce, and the 1/4 of an ounce gold coin. The RCM does offer this option, which is actually 1/10 ounce gold bars. So the same weight as this coin here, the 1/10, but in an assay package that's got 5 of them in here. So it's a 1/2 ounce. And whether you're, purchasing these bars or just the 1/2 ounce Canadian maple leaf, you're going to be spending somewhere between $1,700 to $1,800 today. So clearly this is going to be for someone with a bit of a bigger budget than even the 1/4 ounce gold coin when you're looking at $1,700 to $1,800 for a single purchase, right? You're definitely storing more of your wealth in gold when it comes to either of these 1/2 ounce options. Now this is a 2025. Let's try to get a better look at it. And the maple leaf is really a beautiful coin. And this side, not so much. All right, of course, it's Canada, so we're talking about the monarchy on all of their bullion coins coming out of the mint. So with the passing of the queen a few years back, now we've got the king to admire. So fortunately, we have the maple leaf side of all of these coins, which is the fan favorite side. Trust me, you're not alone in your thinking there. So there you go, guys. We've got a couple of options. It is burning up hot in this office. I am sweating like crazy trying to film in an enclosed office to bring this to you in sunny Florida today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I think when it comes to shopping for gold, my favorite option is the 1/4 ounce Gold Eagle. And just throwing this out there, the Gold Eagle is my favorite option, but you are going to pay a higher premium for the American Gold Eagle than you will for the Canadian Maple Leaf in the same weight. And honestly, the Royal Canadian Mint does offer a bit more variety in terms of products than the US Mint. Again, like these maple grams. Look at this. This is cool stuff. You do get a 1/2 ounce Gold Eagle, a 1/4, and a 1/10 ounce Gold Eagle, but there is no 20th ounce Gold Eagle, and you can't buy a 1 gram Gold Eagle. And it's 4/9 fine gold. The RCM Mint offers some pretty stellar stuff, if you ask me. Great products for stackers and many different options for different budgets. So if you're interested in any of this stuff, again, send me an email if you'd like to be a part of my list, if you'd like to shop with me. But if you're just here to see the gold and learn a little bit about it, thanks for doing that too, and I really appreciate you being here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hope to see a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video, and a subscription if you'd like to see more. Keep stacking, my friends. Happy you're here. Thanks again.
Thank you for watching our video. I hope you subscribe to our YouTube channel.